8 games on the board today and the model has been absolutely cooking on this slate. We have got a spread so ridiculous I actually checked it 3 times, a total gap that is screaming at us from across the room, and one line that Vegas set like they were just hoping nobody would notice. They were wrong. We noticed. Let us get into it. Welcome back to Sports Bet IQ Daily, the channel that does all the math so you can do all the winning. If you are new here, subscribe and hit that bell right now because we drop daily NBA picks every single game day, and missing one of these breakdowns is genuinely leaving money on the table. 8 games today, 3 best bets identified. Let us break this whole slate down right now. Starting with Miami Heat versus Charlotte Hornets at 6 p.m. The model projects this game as 115 to 115. A tie. An actual tie. Vegas has Miami as minus 218 favorites, and the model looked at that line and said absolutely not, these two teams are identical right now. The spread is Miami plus 5.5 and the model projects this game ending in a dead heat, meaning Miami is getting 5.5 points in a game the model projects as completely even. That is 5.5 points of free value with the road team. The total sits at 233.5 with the model projecting 230.2, a 3-point gap suggesting the under. My picks: Miami Heat plus 5.5, confidence 8 out of 10. Under 233.5, confidence 6 out of 10. The spread here is the stronger play, getting plus 5.5 with a team the model projects winning the game outright is genuinely good value. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Orlando Magic at 6 p.m. Oklahoma City is an absolutely ridiculous 53-15, the best record in the entire NBA, traveling to Orlando as massive minus 455 road favorites. The model projects OKC winning 116 to 114, a 2-point Thunder victory versus a Vegas spread of minus 9.5. Orlando plus 9.5 with the model projecting a 2-point game is enormous value. The total sits at 222.5 with the model projecting 230.2, a 7.7-point gap suggesting the over. My picks: Orlando Magic plus 9.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Over 222.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Medium confidence on both sides, small plays only if you are feeling it, but the value is clearly there on both. Detroit Pistons versus Washington Wizards at 6 p.m. Washington has 8 players out tonight. 8. At this point Washington is not fielding a basketball team, they are fielding a group project where nobody showed up except one person, and that one person is doing their absolute best. Detroit is minus 1,800 on the money line. $1,800 to win 100. That is not a betting line, that is Vegas telling you to go spend your money on literally anything else. The model projects Detroit winning 123 to 111 and the spread is Washington plus 19.5 with the model projecting Detroit winning by 12.3, meaning Washington covers this absolutely enormous spread. The total sits at 233.5 with the model projecting 234.1, essentially the same number with a very slight lean to the over. My picks: Washington Wizards plus 19.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Over 233.5, confidence 5 out of 10. The spread is the more interesting play here, getting 19.5 points with any NBA team is a lot of points, and the model projects Detroit winning by less than 13. Indiana Pacers versus New York Knicks at 6:30 p.m. and this is best bet number 3 tonight. Indiana is 15-5-3 and has 3 players out with 8 more questionable. 8 questionable. Their injury report reads like a hospital waiting room on a Monday morning. New York is 44-25 and projected to win 122 to 111, an 11-point Knicks victory. The spread is low confidence, so we are staying away from that side. But the total is a completely different story. Vegas has it at 224.5 and the model projects 233.1, an 8.6-point gap strongly suggesting the over. When backup players fill rotations, the pace gets faster, the defense gets sloppier, and points start flying everywhere. New York is going to be scoring at will, and even a depleted Indiana team is going to be pushing pace trying to keep up. My picks: over 224.5, confidence 8 out of 10. This is best bet number 3 tonight. Indiana Pacers plus 14.5 on the spread, confidence 5 out of 10. Low confidence on the spread, so small play only, the over is where the real value lives in this game. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Milwaukee Bucks at 7 p.m. Cleveland is 41-27 traveling to Milwaukee to face a Bucks team sitting at a rough 28-39. The model projects Cleveland winning 116 to 109, a 7.6-point Cavs victory, and Vegas has Milwaukee as plus 10.5 home underdogs. The total sits at 227.5 with the model projecting 224.8, a 2.7-point gap suggesting the under. My picks: Milwaukee Bucks plus 10.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Under 227.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Medium confidence across the board. The model likes Cleveland covering but not by the full 10.5. Vegas is offering, so Milwaukee getting double digits at home has some quiet value. Phoenix Suns vs Minnesota Timberwolves at 7 p.m. and this is best bet number 1 tonight. Minnesota is 41-27 hosting Phoenix, who comes in at 39-29. Vegas has Minnesota as only -155 home favorites, but the model is absolutely screaming on this total. Vegas has it at 221.5 and the model projects 232.5, an 11-point gap. 11 points. Marked high confidence. Both teams have healthy rosters with only minor injury concerns, and when two offensively capable teams meet in a game with minimal injuries, the points flow freely. Minnesota averages over 115 points at home this season, and Phoenix has been one of the more up-tempo teams in the Western Conference. My picks: over 221.5, confidence 10 out of 10. This is best bet number 1 tonight. Phoenix Suns plus 3.5 on the spread, confidence 5 out of 10. Low confidence on the spread, so small play only if you want action on both sides. The over is the lock of the day, and that is where your real money should be going. Philadelphia 76ers vs Denver Nuggets at 9 p.m. and this is best bet number 2 tonight. Philadelphia is 37-31 with 5 players out and 1 more questionable, so they are essentially running a skeleton crew into Denver to face the Nuggets, who are 41-27 with Nikola Jokic doing whatever he wants as usual. Vegas has Denver as massive -1200 favorites and the model projects Denver winning 121-117, a 4-point Nuggets victory. The spread is Philadelphia plus 15.5 and the model projects Denver winning by only 3.4 points. We are getting 15.5 points with a team the model projects only losing by 3. That is 12 points of free model value just sitting there waiting for us. 12 points. Vegas has completely panicked on this line and the model is calmly telling us exactly what to do about it. The total has a medium lean to the over at 232.5 versus 237.6, a 5-point gap. My picks: Philadelphia 76ers plus 15.5, confidence 9 out of 10. This is best bet number 2 tonight. Over 232.5, confidence 6 out of 10. The spread is the elite play here. The over is worth a small look if you want action on both sides of this game. Closing out the slate, San Antonio Spurs vs Sacramento Kings at 9 p.m. San Antonio is an incredible 50-18 traveling to Sacramento to face a Kings team at 18-51 with 7 players out. Vegas has San Antonio as -900 road favorites and the model projects the Spurs winning 123-113, a 10-point San Antonio victory. The spread is Sacramento plus 13.5 with the model projecting San Antonio winning by 10.4, meaning Sacramento covers. The total has a slight lean to the over at 232.5 versus 236, a 3.5-point gap. My picks: Sacramento Kings plus 13.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Over 232.5, confidence 6 out of 10. Medium confidence on both. Sacramento getting 13.5 points at home with the model projecting a 10-point game has quiet value if you want late slate action. Alright, top 3 best bets today. The plays I would put on a billboard, stand next to with full confidence, and point at when they cash. Best bet number 1, over 221.5 Phoenix Suns vs Minnesota Timberwolves. 11-point model gap marked high confidence. 2 healthy offensively capable teams with minimal injuries playing a 7 p.m. tip-off with everything on the line in a tight Western Conference playoff race. This over is the cleanest number on the entire slate today. The model is not whispering on this one, it is yelling. Take the over and watch the points pile up from the opening tip. Confidence 10 out of 10. Best bet number 2, Philadelphia 76ers plus 15.5 versus Denver Nuggets. 12 points of free model value. The model projects a 3.4-point Denver win and we are getting 15.5. Even with 5 Philly players out, the 76ers are not losing by 16 against anyone. Vegas has completely panicked on this line and the model is calmly telling us exactly what to do about it. Take the plus 15.5 and let the 76ers make this game uncomfortable for Denver all night long. Confidence 9 out of 10. Best bet number 3, over 224.5 Indiana Pacers vs New York Knicks. 8 Indiana players questionable means backup players everywhere, means fast pace, means sloppy defense, means points flying in every direction. 8.6 model gap on a total with a depleted roster situation is exactly the recipe for an over that cashes early and cashes comfortably. New York scores, Indiana tries to keep up, everybody wins, especially us. Confidence 8 out of 10. If I had to pick just one play today, it is the over 221.5 on Suns Timberwolves without a single second of hesitation. 11-point model gap marked high confidence is the best number on this entire slate, and it is not close. That is your single best bet of the day. All lines are live on DraftKings and FanDuel right now, links in the description below. Check both before placing anything because lines move fast, and half a point on a spread or total has saved our picks more times than I care to admit. And if you want to automatically find the best line across every sportsbook in real time, go check out OddsJam using the link in the description. They have a free trial and it will change the way you bet forever. That is your complete breakdown for today's 8-game NBA slate. Top 3 best bets: over 221.5 Suns Timberwolves, Sixers plus 15.5, and over 224.5 Pacers Knicks. Drop a comment telling me which plays you are locking in today, and if you fade all 3 and somehow win, I respect the chaos deeply, but I cannot endorse the methodology. Subscribe right now for daily picks every single game day. Let us get paid. This content is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Sports betting involves financial risk. Must be 21 plus in the US or 19 plus in Canada and located in a legal betting jurisdiction to wager. Please bet responsibly. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.